Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. How y'all doing? What's going on? Oh, we have a lot to talk about. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing amazing. And yeah, today's going to be a wild ride. I was planning on surprise reacting to this, but I couldn't help myself. I had to watch it as I was getting ready earlier today. So I have watched this fully and I know what you guys are about to witness. So there's that. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. Did you guys notice that I've colored my hair? You may not have. I teased it in my stories the other day, and I decided to go with espresso. It's darker than my natural color, and I'm here for it. You know, a little change using the Cara Color conditioner in the color espresso, and it'll just wash out. So having some fun with it. Anyways, yeah, today we have another Pruvit video. Brian Underwood, are you okay? Are you good? Because hey, Savannah. Hey, DC. Hey, Amy. What's up? Oh, we have a new member. Amy decided to join or become a member. So welcome. So glad that you are here. Thanks for becoming a member. And there is a link for once you become a member. There's a link to join the Discord, so you can check that out. And I also do members only, like a first look at what I'm covering and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty fun. Yeah. Anyways, so let's get into today's video because it's a little bit of a long one. And yeah, I'm not going to say any more. So let's just play the video, shall we? Also, there's a jump scare. So let me know if I need to turn her down anymore. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody told me in the members only live stream earlier, but first,
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. Somebody told me earlier in the members only live that I did. Oh, disclaimer. You're right. Thank you. Lindsay, thank you. But somebody said that Dr. Pepper is now the second leading soda, and I'm here for it. I love that. Let me run the disclaimer. Hold on one second. Let me get to it. Okay, be right back. Appreciate y'all keeping me on track because sometimes it's a wild ride. Okay, now let's watch today's video.
Hello, Provit family. How's everyone doing on this amazing Saturday of June 1st? Wow, this is so exciting. Okay, do me a favor. If you are in any type of chat with any type of promoter,
do I need to turn her up? Let me know if I do.
Please send them a message. Remind them we have our community Zoom going on right now. You're not going to want to miss this. I'm so excited. Did anyone else have just an incredible May? Are you guys fired up about your May? I mean, May was one for the, like, we had so many cool things in May happen in Pruvit. Who is now officially a
Okay, please turn her up. Okay, let me know how this sounds.
Talk, a keto technology optimization coach. If that's you, say that's me in the chat.
The people that are saying that's me in the chat, if there are any, paid $997 for a certification that they can't use outside of Pruvit. Now, after watching this and knowing that I'm going to give you like a little spoiler, if you will, I guess. Dr. Ryan Lowry has some sort of a certification course. It's a 6-week course through his website, and it is certified through NASM. And from what I'm being told, NASM is allegedly an organization that's going to work with people that will pay them. Like that's the deciding factor. What I mean by that is apparently they have a course for the 21-day fix with Beachbody, aka Body. And so what I suspect will happen is that Pruvit is going to get this course certified through NASM. That's my prediction. But yeah, we'll see.
If that is you, like we literally just created history in the month of May with our company certifying our first round of founding certified coaches, right? We brought back the 3 for free program where we earned our free product in May that we will get to take advantage of in June, right? So did anybody check your rewards to see how much you earned in free product for June that will come out of your smart chip? I know we can earn up to $350. So if you know what you grabbed for free, what amount of free ketones you're getting in the month of June, drop it in the chat. Deb said she's getting $250 worth of free ketones. Woohoo! Emily 360. Emily, oh, nice. I love it. I love it. Everyone taking advantage of the 3 for free. And
is it everyone? Is everybody qualifying for free ketones with this 3 for free program? Everybody, Melissa May? Because I don't think that that's how that works. You and I both know that.
Are your customers loving the 3 for free program
Way to
too?
go, Eloise.
I mean, gosh, I know so many people who are just so incredibly excited that we simplified that process for them and are giving the free ketones back. And then we launched the new affiliate program, which I don't know about you guys, but that is such a fun conversation to have. I had a brand new affiliate join and she made one customer sale and earned $62 and was like, what just happened?
I feel like this body language we're seeing from Melissa May here is the epitome of what we see from MLMers when they are trying to overhype something. That this body language. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited. It's too much. Calm down. Melissa, calm down.
And she's had a transformation herself. So it's a super simple conversation to have. I had another longtime customer join as an affiliate yesterday because she... Jade
at Pruvit Compliance. You want to hop on a live stream? Can you imagine? Maybe after you stop working for Pruvit, Jade. Maybe. Because that would be interesting to hear from a former corporate employee. I know y'all are out there. Be very interesting. Jade, you're in a commercial cult. Call your dad. You work for a commercial cult. Call your dad.
Realize, wait, all I have to do is share this link. I don't have to build a team. I don't have to lead people. I don't have to get on calls. I could just share a link and make money because I've been drinking this product for 6 years. Signed up immediately. So I'm loving the affiliate conversation. If you're loving the affiliate conversation, drop a fire emoji in the chat.
Guys, drop the fire emojis in the chat.
We have so many guests joining. Yeah. And that affiliate conversation, that is what's going to multiply this whole thing, because when someone gets really good at the affiliate, that opens it up for a promoter conversation or a certified coaching conversation, right? So that's awesome. I love it. I forgot to actually introduce myself, so I apologize. But if you don't know who I am, because
don't worry, I already told them who you are.
Because you're brand new here, which if you are new, if you just joined our community in the month of May, can you say, hi, that's me, I'm new, in the chat so we can all welcome you? But my name is Melissa May. I've been drinking and sharing ketones for 6.5 years now. I started drinking ketones when my twins were 3 months old. And I found this in, hi, Patricia, hi, that's me. She said, hi, that's me. Heidi, hi. Oh, Juliana's new here too, yay. But I've been drinking ketones for 6.5 years. My twins were 3 months old. I was tired. I didn't have energy to exercise. I had weight on me that I wanted to get rid of. And
time out. Time out, Melissa May. Now, it's interesting that these people, remember how I know I did. We were advised to say fat loss, not weight loss. But now all of a sudden, especially on this call, there's an emphasis on weight loss. And I find that really interesting. because that's a health claim.
I needed to find a way to feel better. And so I found ketones, and the first packet, I knew this was going to be something huge. And I've been sharing ketones ever since. Now my twins are 6.5 years old, which is just really.
Wait, is there suspicion that she's on Ozempic? Interesting. Jade, you may want to talk to Melissa May, and you may want to talk to Dustin Schaeffer on this call. If you need the video, let me know. I can send it to you.
Really, really, really crazy. So I love getting to host these calls. We do have some special guests on the call today. We just want to make sure we're kicking off the new month with a lot of energy, momentum, that we're celebrating our wins from May. So I would love in the chat, if you have something to celebrate. Maybe you hit MVP multiplier. Maybe you're like my teammate, Alta. Yo, Alta's been a promoter on our team for, I think, over 3 years. With the new rewards plan enhancements, and with the confidence she received from getting that certified coaching, certificate, she showed up so big in her business in May. She hit MVP multiplier for the first time in, I think, years. And she had her biggest pay ever in the month of May.
See, what about the previous 3 years? Where was she falling on the income disclosure statement, Melissa May? Because what I am hearing you say is not the compliment that I think you're trying to, or the example that you're trying to make seem like a good thing. I don't think that that's a good example, because what has this person been doing for the previous 3 years? If they all of a sudden made more money in May, what about the previous years? How does that work? Because I'm just kind of curious.
And I know she's not the only story like that. So if you have something to celebrate, please, let's celebrate it. Did you have a win? Do you have an affiliate who's winning? Let's celebrate. Share the wins in the chat. Amy said MVP and biggest check ever. Annie says,
how long have you been in, Amy? What does that mean? Biggest check ever? If you were making under $11 for the year, anything more than $11, it could be 15, is biggest check ever, technically. So
I've been having tons of convos celebrating that. The rest will come. It absolutely will come. What can we celebrate? Hitting a new rank in biggest month yet. Amazing, Nathan. I love that so much. I love that. Come on, let's celebrate. It does, even big and small, it doesn't even matter. Maybe you just took more action than you've ever taken before. That is something to celebrate. Maybe you got certified as a ketone technology coach. That is something to celebrate. Heidi said she earned her 3 for free. Yes, if you earned your 3 for free, you should be celebrating that. Jess Perry said, I hit rank 3 for the second time and hit new promoter MVP and rank. Yes, you had a new promoter hit MVP and rank 2. Oh gosh, now they're coming fast. Okay, good. Lori said May was a.
Okay, good. Were you nervous that people weren't going to have much to celebrate? Is that why you said, even if you're just celebrating, taking the action steps, or however she worded that? I mean, it seems like they're giving out participation trophies and begging people to just share something good. Hey, I went live today, or hey, I sent 5 messages, or whatever. Those messages are not going to pay people's bills. The activity is not going to pay people's bills. And whether or not they make money from those messages is going to come down to their closing ratio. They don't talk about any of that stuff. They're just, hey, let's applaud the behavior. No, let's pay people for their effort. How about that? Wild concept, Provit. Wild concept, Brian Underwood.
Amazing certified coach, 3 for free. Yes. Susan, K-Talk, and a lot of new conversations. Yes, look at this. So many new conversations, so many people earning their product for free, so many people having, getting that certification so that you're showing up more confident and you can serve your clients well.
I mean, all the people that have been a part of Provit before this certification was available, were they not serving their customers well? Why do people have to pay for a certification in order to understand what they're selling in an MLM company? That's wild.
Juliana said it took her over 4 years to become a promoter, but now she is here. Well, you joined at the best time ever. It's
Melissa.
Literally, there's never been a better time to join Pruvit. So I love.
Except I'd venture to say that there probably was a better time to join Provit, like, 26, well, let's go from 2015 to 2018, probably, at the peak of like the keto, I don't want to call it a movement, but the keto hype, if you will. 2024 would not be the time to join Provit. No.
Love that. So with that being said, continue to celebrate yourselves and shout out your wins in the comments. But
Val and
I
Gus,
do
what's
believe, I think we have our CEO, Brian Underwood, on the call. Brian, are you here?
I am here. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? What's going on?
I am doing awesome. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, you look awesome, Brian. You look like you're so thrilled to be on this call. You look like your energy is giving, I am doing awesome. That's sarcasm. I don't get that from him at all.
June 1st, summer's officially here. I don't know if you guys are ready for the summer blast, but summer is here.
Oh, we're ready. We're ready.
So it's great to be online with everyone. And thank you for taking time out of your Saturday to spend with us.
So what do you got for us, Brian? What can we, do you have anything on your heart to share? I would love for you to just
Now, why do you guys suppose that he hides his eyeballs from the camera? What are some thoughts? Of course, we're not stating any of this to be true or factual. Just why do y'all think? Drop it in the comments.
Kind of, it's a new month. It's a new day. Let's set some fun energy.
I have so much to share. I don't think I can do it in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I do want to respect everyone's Saturday. But I would say this, summer is here, and I'm saying that literally and then also metaphorically. I think that for the last 2 or 3 years, so many people around the world and so much of the economy has gone through a massive winter. And I think that, as a company, as a community, as individuals, we're starting to see summer come around. And in life and in business, you're always going to experience the 4 seasons. We talk about it a lot. And May was outstanding. I love that Melissa led off with that for so many reasons, but I think that it's really the rebirth. And we're just now getting started in that. But the month of May as a company.
I'm going to stop him just really quickly. So he's talking about summer metaphorically, and obviously being in summer, the season. But when I think of summer, I think of vacation. I think of heat. I think of hot weather, heat and hot weather. I live in the desert, so I think of, the desert. I don't really think, oh, my business is in summer, thinking that is fruitful, if you will. Like if we're talking about a successful season, I would think fall would probably be where you're harvesting everything that you planted in spring, all the work that you did in spring. So I don't understand his metaphor. Maybe you guys do, but I'm kind of like, well, it's summer and he's talking about a rebirth, which makes me think Provit's not been doing very well, which I think all of us at this point speculate, considering the amount of people that are leaving or quietly, just stepping away, hoping they don't get sued. That's interesting, right? So I don't understand that metaphor. I don't feel like that's a good example.
We did more revenue than we have done. It's been the biggest month in the last 10 months or 11 months.
Now, what is something significant that Provit launched in May? Do y'all know? Because we've been talking about it. Yeah, their certification. Their certification that the distributors, aka promoters, paid $997 for. So hearing Brian say, oh, this, May was the biggest month that we've had in the last 10 months. This is a perfect example of what we talk about in MLM. The distributors are the customers. How many distributors bought that $997 course? And how much revenue does that add up to for Provit? And then to hear Brian saying, oh, it was our best month ever. Yeah, because the distributors, they bought the course, so weird. So the last 10 months have not been going well. And then all of a sudden, best month ever. Well, in the last 10 months, because they launched the course. Come on.
Which is a monumental mark, right? It represents the last 5 out of 6 months we've had month-over-month growth. And what that says to each and every one of you is that you're participating what I believe is going to be the biggest run that we've seen within our industry because of what we're doing as a company.
Is it the biggest run? Or you suspect it to be the biggest run in company history? So you're comparing it to 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, all the way up through the pandemic. You're saying this is going to be the biggest run? Maybe the biggest cash grab, in my opinion, because his plan is to release more courses and such that the distributors are going to buy. Unfortunately, if you're in Provit, don't buy these courses. Do not buy these courses.
On reinventing. And it is time for an upgrade, for individuals out there in the world, they're looking for an upgrade in their life. For business people, they're looking for an upgrade. And that's kind of what we've done and put in motion about 30 days ago is a sequence of launches that you're going to see as we start reiterating some brand new initiatives, some brand new vision, if you want to say, because where the world is going to and what everyone's looking for is really more longevity. But along with longevity, it's not just living longer, it's living better.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's looking at. I don't know why his eyes are not trying to connect with these people that are trusting him to lead them as the CEO of an MLM company. I have no idea. I find it odd. It makes me feel like, are you hiding something? Are you not wanting people to see your eyeballs? I don't understand why, but I don't know.
Longer, right? And we call that health span. And so we're really embarking on ketones being the foundation of that. And for many of you, that, I think we have over 205 patents now. So this isn't just one of those deals or those companies that say, hey, look, we have an opportunity, go sell the skincare that you can get everywhere else, or this weight loss pill, or, this super duper drink, to become part of the pyramid, so to speak, so you can create.
Did y'all catch that little smirk? When he mentioned pyramid, did you catch that little smirk? Look at it. That's crazy. Listen to what he says next.
Internal consumption. One of the things that we're so proud of over the last really decade of what we've been able to do is set a new standard for the industry of being.
What? No, you have not. No, you have not. First of all, let's unpack what he just said. He's basically saying we're different than everybody else. Everybody else has built a pyramid on personal consumption. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not at all. But Provit is huge on front loading. Provit is huge on personal consumption. You know how I know that? Because I was a part of Provit, obviously. But also on this very call, this very video that I'm reacting to, that we're watching together, at the end of it, Dustin Schaeffer runs through a bunch of products, and I have added up the cost of those products for personal consumption. So it's ironic to me that here Brian is like, listen, these other companies they built a pyramid, on personal consumption. And I'm like, Brian, are you looking in the mirror? Maybe you should make eye contact with yourself in the mirror right now, because you guys also push personal consumption. And you guys also, in my opinion, have a pyramid-based company, if you will, pyramid scheme, in my opinion. How do I know that? One, because I was a part of Provit, but also two, the income disclosure statement shows us that I have included in the video description. So that's so wild to me. How many of you were a part of Provit, and myself or anybody else in your previous upline said, oh, hey, there's a new flavor. Make sure you get a box or two, because you never know what your customers are going to want. If they're going to want caffeinated, you're going to want to get a box of charged and get a caffeine-free version. Their whole marketing, in my opinion, their whole marketing shtick, if you will, is personal consumption. Yeah. But let us know in the comments, y'all.
Able to bring value to an end consumer. And that's what truly gives us opportunity. And I don't know why this is on my desk, but it is. I talked about this at the last event, and it's crossing the chasm. It's really talking about market adoption. And, very few times in our lifetime are we going to have the opportunity to bring an entire category and an entire product to market. But that's what ketones are. That's what the technology is. It's never been seen, never been done, but it's undisputable where it's going. And we literally are not even right here.
I'm sorry. Is this his version of an S-curve? Hey, Ben.
I need to show you something.
Okay, but I'm live right now.
You,
One moment, I have to parent.
Can I show you boxing technique?
Okay, let me see it. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's a nice one too. Oh, and the elbow? No.
I know. Is it members only?
No, it's live for everybody. Gavin says hi, everybody. I'll tell him you said hi. That was a nice 1-2 punch. I'm digging it. Yeah, good for you. Little boxing 1-2. Okay, anyways.
Tell them what happened.
No, I'll talk to you when I'm done, okay? All right. Is this his version of an S-curve? Is he trying to say that Pruvit is in the green? Brian, your company has been around since 2015. It's not in the green. If anything, it's in the yellow or the orange at the end of it. And we all know it. We're just waiting for you to acknowledge it. My God. I cannot.
As you can see, we're not even right there. And so where wealth happens is between the green and the blue, when you can get caught up in that. And so you're going to see more and more initiatives for us moving forward to start educating at even a higher level, so people can understand what ketones do metabolically, what they do for your brain, what they do for your overall well-being, what they do as an energy source, what they do from a sports performance perspective, what they do for our sleep.
See, now, Brian, when I hear you say this, it all sounds fine and dandy, right? But you're spending money on patents when you could be spending money on legitimate studies to back up what you're saying. How much more powerful would that be if Brian said, listen, Provit funded this study. It was a third-party study. It was not done by a Terry LaCour company. And this is what they found from drinking Provit ketones. They don't change anything. They don't change diet. They don't change activity levels. They just drink 2 ketones from Provit a day. And this is what we found. How significant would that be from the perspective of Provit to say, oh, well, yeah, we could have spent all this money on these patents, but that would be kind of a smokescreen. We really wanted to spend the money on funding studies that would back up the claims that we're making that, these products can do or whatever. No. They don't want to do that. Why? Because there's a possibility that it could show that they're nothing more than an inexpensive energy drink. No, they don't want that, because that would disprove everything that they're saying. But how significant would that be if they did those studies? I mean, I don't think he will ever do that. I think the patents are just a way to look fancy or legitimate. But I mean, do the studies, Brian. I dare you to prove it. See what I did there?
Because it truly is a signaling agent. And I'm just touching down on ketones because I think it's so important. Anytime that we get on a call or anytime that we're coming together as a community, whether it's 2 of us or whether it's 15 of us, it's always important to validate what we're doing at the highest level. And that's one of the reasons why we saw a need for
No. See, if the products were as good as you say they are, which I know they're not, in my opinion, you wouldn't need to seek validation. The products, the studies, the science would speak for itself. But see, the science proves otherwise when it comes to Provit's ketones. So that's interesting.
Find people to really give them the ability to create real coaching businesses. And you're going to see us evolve that coaching program. This is the first of many to really give you identity, credibility in the marketplace. And as many of you know, we're in the process of getting that certified for continued education.
Through NASM? Is that what you're doing?
For credibility. And you know, that's what really I think the marketplace needs today. And so we're just excited to be on.
Question. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be pausing this a lot because I have a whole lot to say. And I'm going to piggyback off what Brian said. I have so much more to say. I'm not going to be able to do it in a 10 or 15 minute call. So, anyways, where was I going with that? I don't know. It'll come back to me. It'll come back.
This journey with each and every one of you. And, metabolic enhancement is true. It's real. It's, it's signaling agents. Ketones signal to other cells in the body. So the goal is to keep this product in your body all of the time. And so,
personal consumption, right, Brian? Yeah. Interesting how that works. Also, if you were wanting to make this course, this certification, a legit thing, why would you not have gone through the necessary channels to get it approved through some sort of an organization as continuing education credits, as he referred to, prior to the launch? Oh, because then they would have to prolong that revenue boost from all of the promoters buying that $997 certification. See how this is all adding up? It's like puzzle pieces that come together, Wild.
We're working tirelessly right now to, we have really a 4-phase process, 4 stages that you're going to see over the next 12 months of us doing more iterations on paying out, more money to people through our profit sharing plans and, how we do that and creating different.
Are you in that profit sharing? Is that going to be accessible to everybody in the company or just the top of the pyramid? Because the top of the pyramid, they don't need more profit shares. The people that on average are making less than $11 a year, which is the majority of the company, those are the people that you should be paying, not the upper echelon of leadership. No, because I'm pretty sure, allegedly, that many of those people probably have special deals with you, kind of like you did with Michael Rutherford, And these are the same people that stand on stage and say, listen, if I can do it, you can do it. Oh, okay. So when does everybody else get the special deals? Also, speaking of special deals, Sarah Zalecki, want to give you a very special shout out on this video. I know this video has nothing to do with Modere, but Sarah Zalecki saw my last live stream about Modere and everything's great. Everything's great. Very similar to what Pruvit is doing, and decided to message me. She did not like the video because it was hurtful, according to her. Well, what I'd like to say to you, Sarah, is that facts are not attacks. And the thing that I find interesting is that you didn't say, hey, none of this that you brought up on that live stream happened. So you mean to tell me that she didn't say, hey, no, none of that was true. She just said she was honest on that call. Okay, so are there special deals happening for certain people to lock them into elite pay? Are they having to sign NDAs? Are they having to sign non-competes? Excuse me. Is there a top-up bonus for certain people for hitting certain, parameters in their business? Are those things happening, Sarah? Because if it were me, I think that I would say, well, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. But, you know, you just said, no, I was honest on that call. You were honest, but you also left out a lot of the story, allegedly, of course. So anyways.
Campaigns to keep you focused on the right behavior to be able to develop your business. You know, we're doing some amazing things when it comes to our Pro Champ training, of really giving people the right education from a business building perspective on what to focus on. And I always say this, I used to train on this all the time. I called it the 50% rule, right? And I know this is going to sound a little bit weird, but I think it's important for all of you to understand you create your momentum. Your momentum starts with you, and it's the energy that you have to move people to action. But the 50% rule is this.
Then why isn't Pruvit in momentum, Brian? If you're in charge of creating momentum, why have you not created momentum in Pruvit? Why are people leaving? Not inspiring people to take action, Brian? Funny how that happens.
If you get 10 people involved, right? If you have 10 promoters, 50% of them are going to quit within the first 30 days. And I know that this is over 30 years. And then your goal is to keep the 50% that are active, that are zoning in to give it a chance, is you have to remember that 50% of them are getting ready to.
No, see, I did not. I have to, for those of you that don't know, I am part Mexican. I know I don't look like it on my dad's side. Anyways, I have to keep the Mexican in check. My Mexican in check, which is a joke that Karina and I, some other people talk about. No, I didn't respond because it went to my spam folder. So what I did was I created a reel on Instagram and included her message, because in her message, she said, you know, maybe you should consider doing a video on Justin Prince, to which I was like, I've already done 2 videos on Justin Prince. So I'm not really sure what you're trying to do here. So I made a reel that included her message, that included the thumbnails and the titles of those YouTube videos that I did on Justin Prince and the lawsuit. And then I included her passive aggressive story where she's like, don't listen to the haters, don't listen to the negativity. I mean, is it negativity or is it facts? Sarah and Tony Zalecki in Modere. Yeah, so you guys can check that out. I also put up another reel because allegedly, well, not allegedly, I'm able to prove this. Ozma, I think I said that. I always butcher her name and I don't mean to. The former CEO of Modere has a brother who owns a company called BioCell Technology, which from a screenshot that was shared with me from Ozma's Facebook, I believe, in 2005, I believe she owned BioCell Technology, LLC. Now, why is that significant? They carry a product called BioCell. I know, shocker, BioCell Technology, BioCell. And in the description of a product that is listed on Amazon for just over $18 for 30 capsules, it says BioCell, and then it says chicken sternum, chicken cartilage. I don't remember exactly how it's worded. And you can find that same ingredient on the liquid BioCell on Modere's website, listed the same way. Now, most consumers are going to do a little bit of research, and okay, I can either pay $250+ plus shipping and tax for this Modere product that has a bunch of other stuff in it, which is basically just antioxidants and a bunch of stuff that's out of my realm. That is Eloise's realm there, but it has that same ingredient for over $250, I believe, or you can get it on Amazon for just over $18. Now, why would Modere allegedly be telling their people, oh, listen, liquid BioCell, you want this version from Modere because you're going to absorb it better because it's a liquid. This capsule, you're not going to absorb as much. So Eloise, if you have some insight on that and you feel comfortable sharing that in the comments with us, in the chat, if you will, with us, please let me know. But I found the research of that very interesting. So no, I didn't let the Mexican out. I got to keep her contained.
Quietly quit. So out of the 10, you're down to 5. Now you're down to 2.5. And so the goal of creating momentum is to remember, the more you can educate, the more you can train, the more you can give them tips and tricks, the more you can start revalidating through giving them real results on the product, real results on getting a customer, real results on getting a check.
I was talking with a friend about this earlier today. And it's very interesting to go back into his timeline, because when he was married previously, and I know that this is all public record, but she is not a public figure, so I'd like to not mention her name here, but when he was married to her, it was very much the future is female type of vibe. I think there's pictures of him in that shirt or something along those lines. That was the message. That was like women empowerment, that kind of thing, which is amazing. Here for that. But then later, you can see after, I think it's after the divorce, you can see the switch to now he came down with COVID during the, I want to call it a super spreader in my opinion, where everybody got sick with COVID. I don't remember what year that was. I mean, obviously it was like 2020, 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. And then he was taking ivermectin. So how do you go from over here to over here so quickly? I don't understand, unless maybe, he's like a chameleon. I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
The more you extend their life. And so for you to build a massive business over the next 4 years, it's being aware and not letting that affect your emotional state to continue to extend your community until you can develop real leadership. And then what are they going to do? They're going to do the same thing by engaging in trainings, by engaging in coaching certification, by engaging in events.
If you need any information from me, if I can help, if you decide you want to look into this, Eloise, let me know and I'll send you what I have.
By really, Nick Martinez told me yesterday, breaking it down to coaching individuals on DMOs or, daily method of operation. And so that's the fun part of this business. But you have to keep your mindset and your emotions at a high level, because most people follow your energy. And I'm telling you right now, there's more people looking for opportunity, real opportunity, than ever before. And so this is a business just like anything else. And you have to give it energy for it to keep going. It takes a ton of energy to get it launched. And then once you get it launched, you have to have consistent energy to keep it going. And
that's what you're lacking here, Brian, within Provit. You're lacking consistent energy because people are leaving. So that's interesting hearing you mention all of this.
We're looking forward to doing that. We have some international events.
Sounds good.
And painting a bigger picture for really what this looks like as ketones are getting ready to go into the chasm, into the early adopter phase. And with that being said, you're going to get caught up in that growth, and growth is what multiplies and magnifies your income. So get fired up, be enthusiastic. If you're not enthusiastic about where you're going, no one else is going to be either. So we're super excited, and you're going to see that over the summer splash.
What are you looking at? Who are you looking at? What is happening?
I know that there's a lot of individuals doing some team events. We're looking to actually release and launch a cruise maybe this month, an incentive-based cruise for us all to join in October. And I think our next event is going to be in September. So stay tuned for all those details. So I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited too. I mean, was that exciting for anyone else? Like,
what just happened? That was so awkward. I'm excited too. Was that exciting for anybody else? Definitely not.
To say yes, fired up. I think what Brian was talking about when it comes to energy is so powerful, because we can have all the skills and we can know all of the things and we can have all of the scripts and we can do all of the DMOs to our hearts are content. But if we're not doing it with that energy and that certainty with like, this is where it's at. This, like, that level of confidence, certainty, and energy will move people more than the perfect script, more than the perfect live video, more than the perfect post on social media. And so I want you guys to hear that, because, and I've been here for 6.5 years, and anytime I've seen this, like, the momentum, it did not come because we had a ton of expert social media gurus. It came from a lot of very imperfect people just showing up with incredible amounts of energy and certainty. And so
Is the energy in the room with us now? No? Maybe they just need to drink more ketones. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Maybe y'all should just drink some more ketones. Please don't. I'm just kidding.
I'm excited for what's to come. I'm really excited. Anything else, Brian, that you would like to add?
No, that's it. I'm just super
Awesome.
excited. And, I would say stay
I feel like I need that sound effect. More passion, more energy, more footwork, more footwork. I need that sound bite.
plugged in, stay aware, and, listen, right now I would say focus on who's getting the next rank 7 launch. Who is the next pro champ that you're going to break within your organization? And maybe it's you. But put your goals, get passionate about your goals, stay focused on your goals. You can't stay focused if you're looking to the left and right. They have a thing in horse racing. There's a meme, and there's a video on Michael Phelps, the greatest swimmer of all times. And he's in the Olympics. I think I don't even know what year it is, but he's coming up. And I think
I like how Brian is talking and we're all just staring at Melissa May. Let's rewind that. Melissa May. Oh, man.
The butterfly, and he wins by a split second. And it shows him focused in on touching, but the person next to him, remember, this is a fingertip, a split second, looked over at him. And they said that's what caught him the race, because when you look over, it slows you down just a little bit. And so in horse racing, they put on the blinders on the horses so they can't look left or right. They stay focused on where they're going. So what I'm hearing you say, Brian, is you don't want people critically thinking. You want them to put their blinders on and not pay attention to the haters. Is that what you're saying here? Because yeah, that's very culty of you, in my opinion. Get passionate about your goals. And I would just say that if your goals aren't big enough to scare you, then you don't have big enough goals, because you're destined for greatness. You can accomplish anything that you want as long as you believe. You have to believe it and see it first. This is just a vehicle. And fortunately, and hopefully it's a broke vehicle that doesn't work. It needs an engine. The engine has blown. That's the kind of vehicle Pruvit is, in my opinion. You're surrounded by leaders, such as Melissa and so many of them that are on this call right now, is lock in with the leaders, the people that are focused, and they will elevate you to a new standard and hold you there, right? There's a million opportunities to make $1 million. And what I find is everyone jumps around from opportunity to opportunity instead of just making the one that they're passionate about work. There's a million ways to make $1 million, but Pruvit is not one of them. Because it's a way to let themselves off the hook. And I would say this, here's a leadership tip that I remind myself every day. And it's a mandate for leaders. If you want to be a leader, you have to remember this. Number one, start with the truth. Is be honest with yourself wherever. The truth, Brian, you would know the truth if it hit you in the face. In my opinion. You're at, it's okay. Right? You're at the place that you're supposed to be at. And I truly believe that if you're on this call, you're on this call for a reason. Take advantage of it. Take massive action. But that's what leaders do. They're able to see where they're at. Because the only way you can design a map to where you're going is you have to know where you are. But so many people, they want to camouflage that because they're too worried about what other people think about them. It's okay. Be focused and be honest where you're at and what you want. Right? That's the truth. But leaders also, the mandate is number 2 is don't see something worse than it is. No matter what it is it's fleeting, right? Is you have control over the next chapter of your life, you can write it. So they do. Yeah. Promoters in Pruvit have control of the next years of their life. And the way that they control that is they email support@pruvithq.com and they cancel their promoter account. That's how you take control. You stop, you get out, you cancel your
many accounts because we were all coached to have multiple accounts. So you cancel all of the accounts, you have to do it now. You have to email them. You can't just do it on the website like you used to be able to do in 2017, 2018. No, now you have to email them. So if anybody needs that email, it's support@pruvithq.com. Tell Jade I said, hey, by the way.
Leadership mandate is number one, be honest with where you're at. Number two is don't see it worse than it is. Because if you see it worse than it is, you give yourself an excuse to let yourself off the hook. And what people do is they make something worse than it is and they globalize it to case build to make them feel better about where they're at. Don't do that.
Is that why you're suing people, Brian? Is that why you sue people for $1 million?
Don't make it worse than it is. Be honest with where it's at. Don't make it worse than it is. But here's the trick. Always focus on where you're going and see it as you want it so you can go make it that way. It's called vision.
Does your vision, Brian, I'm just asking this for all of our friends here. Does your vision include secret deals to get you to move forward faster? Is that included in that? Do you tell that to everybody? Probably not. Because I know nobody knew about the special secret deal that you had with Michael Rutherford. And it's so fascinating to look back now and think about all the times that I saw him on stage where he was like, listen, I'm just, this guy and da 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 da. Yeah, you're a guy with a secret deal with Brian Underwood that you withheld from your team. Yep, unethical.
Your vision in front of you all the time. Tell the people you're working with your vision. If you're working with Melissa May, tell her your vision, not for the next year or two. Like most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year, not for the next 3 months. Everything you do is a process, is a building block to get where you want to go 5 years to sustain. I see so many people that they outpump their coverage without the solid foundation, and then they forget to keep working towards what they want. Right? So my point is tell people your vision, see what isn't as if it were, and then lock in with people that can go make it that way. So remember the leadership mandate. Number one is know where you are. Number two, don't.
Another question I have for Brian, because I know he's probably going to see this. What's up, Brian? Do you have a distributor position in Pruvit? Do you have an account under your name or an LLC, one of the many that you have? Are you earning an income from having a team under you, a team of promoters? I'm trying to be as specific as I can, where you're earning income from having a team as a promoter in the company. Do you have, is that a thing? Do you have that? Because I think that if you do, that is so unethical. You're getting paid to be the CEO of the company. Why would you also have a distributor position within Provit? That's not ethical, right? But then again, neither is having these special deals with certain people, putting money on people's account. Because he's done that with Brittany Anderson. I remember that. Oh, he just put $1,000. I don't understand what this is. And Jesse Lee was like, yeah, that was from Brian. Yeah, he does whatever he wants. So why would we not think that maybe, allegedly, in my opinion, might have a distributor position and be earning an income under maybe one of his many LLCs? I don't know. Could it be? Possibly.
Don't see anything worse than it is, no matter what you're going through in life right now, no matter what your business is experiencing, what your life is experiencing. Don't see it worse than it is, right? Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Tough businesses do. Everything in life has fluctuation. Everything in life has seasons, but you have to guard your energy and your focus. So don't see it worse than it is to where you let yourself off the hook. But more importantly, see what isn't as if it were and go make it that way. What is the vision for your life, for your business? Do you even have a vision for your business? Do you realize right now you have a multi-million-dollar business in your hand if you see it that way and create it?
The income disclosure statement called and said, no, you don't. No, you don't.
But if you let seeds of doubt in, if you surround yourself with the wrong environment, it will never go that way. Misery loves company. I have a book called Rhinoceros Success. I need to have it on my desk. So many of you have seen it. and it's a Rhino driving a Rolls Royce and a bunch of cows in the field. Well, why are the bunch of cows in the field? Because the speaker that gave me the book, he told me the cows represent the masses. The masses are used to just grazing all day long, walking, going nowhere, walking in each other's shit or manure. Because
See, now when I hear this example, I don't think of people that are not in MLMs being the cows. I actually think the people in MLMs are the cows. They're the ones that are constantly grazing, aka constantly working and not getting paid for it. They're, spinning the plates. They are running around in circles. They are constantly working. It's not time freedom. You're working from everywhere constantly. So I find it interesting that he thinks this is a great example of, oh, well, people that aren't in Pruvit, this $1 million opportunity are the cows. I don't think so. And we could come from all different angles. Let's just talk marketing, for example. When it comes to Pruvit promoters, they're all promoting the same things. They're all using the same languages, which is the complete opposite, or language, words, vocabulary, if you will. If you look at marketing, the whole point of marketing is to stand out from your competition. If everybody is promoting Pruvit's ketones, the only people that are really going to benefit from that is Pruvit themselves, not the individual promoters. So I find this example that he's giving very interesting. Like, oh, we're the rhinos. No, you're not. No, you're not. Y'all are the cows.
misery loves company, instead of going out and charging. And rhinos, you've only find them one at a time. So make sure you surround yourself with the right environment. I'm telling you, we have some incredible leaders that know how to lead, that are going somewhere. Lock in with those individuals that are passionate and that are super excited. I'm going to tell you this.
I just have a quick question, Brian. Are these top leaders that you're endorsing, do they also have special deals with you or other people? I'm just, I'm curious.
Knowledge is power. So don't get caught up on all of the knowledge, because even though it's power, enthusiasm flips the switch. If you're not enthusiastic about, and the only way to get enthusiastic about something is have a vision for where you're going, get excited about it. And that pool.
How many times has he said, have a vision of where you're going and get excited about it? How many times do you think he said that in this video alone? I would say at least 5 or 6 times.
Pulls you through the ups and downs of life and business. It's just like watching my son play basketball. He has a vision for what he wants to be. So there's some days he does good and some days he's having to struggle through workouts, but he gets through it because he has this vision of being like Michael Jordan, so to speak. So, so remember that you're in charge of the next chapter of your life. We appreciate each and every one of you. And listen, it's time to prove it. It is inside of you. Bring it out and prove it. So with that being said, I hope everyone just has an awesome Saturday and enjoys the beginning of summer, and expand your vision, whatever it is, expand it just a little bit.
Brian, were you drinking before this or something? His energy seems so weird to me.
Oh, that was so good. I'm like smiling from ear to ear just because we all got a really good taste of like just the Brian on fire. And I know like you can fire people up like no one, like some people just have that thing where like they just start speaking and then people want to go run through walls. And Brian, you've always had that. And I don't know who else is ready to go run through a wall after listening to that, but I know I am.
Melissa, please get help. What? Nobody should be running through walls. Let's not do that because people are going to get hurt. That's terrible.
I appreciate that. And I don't know, someone said, I know that we're running and putting Keto Chill on auto ship, I think.
Yeah.
But literally, I just wanted to take 2 cents before y'all talk about this. I think this is, we can do a lot better job of talking about the technology and the utilization of it. And you're going to see in like the second phase or the second stage of what we're doing, kind of revamping product roadmap so people know when to take what and why to take it. But I want y'all to understand that when people are looking at overall health.
Why are we looking at Melissa May again when Brian is talking? Who is running the Zoom? Speaker mode, not that hard. Presenter mode, not that hard. Meanie of 8. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I appreciate that.
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh my God. The only thing that keeps me awake, also hi Andy's Web. The only thing that keeps me awake during these calls is the anti-MLM reactor. Otherwise, if this was a work call, I'd be snoring. I totally get it. Good Lord. Also, please don't forget to like the stream. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. And make sure you're subscribed.
Mental health, well-being, even weight loss. One of the number one factors in all these studies today is your nervous system. And if your nervous system is out of whack, if your stress is out of whack, then you're going to hold on to weight. You're not going to sleep as well. It's going to affect your overall longevity or your health in a major, major way. This to me is the best product that you could take. And I literally take it when I drink ketones. Like,
wait. Brian, so what you're saying is that you drink Keto Nat or ketones, because it could be Keto Up or Keto Kick. So you take something that is designed to give you energy and something that is designed to calm you down at the same time. Why? Why? Are you okay? His nervous system does he sleep? Because that's wild.
Because it accelerates it, but it's not a sleep product. Anytime I go into a noisy environment, I'll take one before I go in and I take one in. It's made up of 5 ingredients that really help level off your nervous system. And if you ever feel yourself having anxiety, take it. It's great to take in the afternoon as well to start winding down before bed. It doesn't make you...
You cannot say that. You cannot say drinking Keto Chill is going to help with anxiety. Brian, you know that because you have gotten letters from the FTC. When I say you, I mean Provit. I mean the CEO of Provit, you being that person. You can't say that.
Sleepy, it can actually help you zone in because it helps relax the nervous system. And that's what you want to do with your nervous system. You want to keep your nervous system...
I am not taking advice on what I should be doing with my nervous system from this guy. Absolutely not.
System calm through everything. If you go into fight or flight, you start really messing with a lot of different things from your adrenals to your psoas muscle, and it starts tightening the body up, right? And so what I have found is that this product, I get more utilization out of it. I take one in the morning, I take one in the afternoon if I feel like I'm going in, because I have sensory stuff for those of you that have eaten in a loud restaurant with me, and I can tell a massive difference. And so these 5 key ingredients that we've selected to help with the nervous system, they have a halo effect when you utilize them with, there's 2 forms of ketones that are in that product. And so
let's look at the ingredients just real quick. I'm going to pull it up on my phone here. All right, let's see. Where is... I don't want Keto Kick. I want Keto Chill. Keto Chill Pruvit. Okay. Let's see. Ingredients. Bear with me, guys. Now, why is it not on here? They don't even have Keto Chill on their website. It says click on the ingredients. Well, let me see. Let me try this. One moment. Oh, they still have Keto Calm. The tea. Do y'all remember that? Oh my God. Absolutely not. Oh, okay. It's listed under Keto Kick. My apologies. Let's see. It's a proprietary blend of 3,375 milligrams of the following: free BHB, R-beta hydroxybutyrate free acid, magnesium glycinate. Is that how you say that? Calcium, magnesium, D-beta hydroxybutyrate, how do you say this? Theanine? How do you say that? I can never pronounce that word. That ingredient. Let me know. And ashwagandha. extract. So, yeah. I probably butchered some of those ingredients, but that's okay.
I just think it's an incredible product. I would encourage all of you to just experience it the way that I have, and look at it from a different perspective, because I've talked to several people and they look at it as a sleep product. Yes, it can help with sleep. You should take it, at least an hour or 2 hours before bed, but it's not going to make you like conk out.
Thank you.
And so it means to help you chill.
Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you for your patronage.
And so I like it. I take it anytime I take something with caffeine in it, I like to take one of those as well.
Why not just, okay, first of all, hold on. If you're taking something with caffeine and you're taking another product to counteract the caffeine, why not just take a caffeine-free version? That doesn't make any sense to me, other than you're trying to get people to do the same thing, because then you're going to double the consumption. Come on. Remember, for 2 months. I don't do shoulder smolder for anniversaries. I should do something for anniversaries. I'm going to have to think on this one. But thank you for being a member for 2 months. I appreciate you.
Because it kind of takes that edge off and it doesn't allow my nervous system to get out of control. And so, anyway, I encourage you all, if you have not utilized this product, utilize it as part of your daily regimen. And let me know the feeling that you get off of it. I think it's awesome. So anyway, I'm going to go. I got to go meet my kid. I have an appointment, but I appreciate each and every one of you and appreciate you so much, Melissa. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Brian. You're awesome. Appreciate
See you, Mima.
I love Chill. You guys, I have 3 kids. I have 6.5-year-old twins and a 4-year-old. And I'm going to start taking Chill like in the middle of the day when my stress is just super high. I don't know about you.
Seriously, Avery Joe.
I usually do take it at night, but I probably need to take it in the middle of the day. With that being said, we have some fun and exciting things coming and in the works and happening now that our amazing Dustin Schaeffer is here to talk to us about. Dustin,
what's cooking
here? Hi.
What's cooking, Melissa? And so, Dr. Underwood, y'all give it up for Brian.
Dr. Underwood, absolutely not. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Remember, for 4 months. Chris, thank you so much. Wow, 4 months. Thanks, Aaron, for all you do. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Britt, thank you so much. So happy to have caught a live with you. Welcome. And
thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. I appreciate you. And SpongeBob does too as well. Freaking Dr. Underwood. No.
I was going to talk about a little bit of the products and stuff, and he just crushed it. So, but somebody asked in the chat, and I'll cover.
He sounded like Michael Rutherford there. He just crushed it.
Cover some things. First off, if we haven't met before, my name is Dustin. I actually, I'm just curious, has anybody on the Zoom been drinking ketones longer than me? I'm just curious. There might be one person that might be. So over 9 years ago, it was 9 years ago and 11 days, I placed my very first ketone order. It was 9 years ago, 11 days. So I've been with Pruvit for really since we started selling online. And Samantha Ann's been close. Pete DeMonico, yeah, I know you're right with me there. But it's really, really exciting into where we started and where we came from. And what I want to do is, this is the Keto Chill for everybody that's international. You have to be patient with us. But I want to just somebody asked, what is it? Where do you find it? And I just want to go over a few different products. And then I'm going to ask a few questions. And there's something really special I want to give you at the end here. So stay with me here. I'm going to give you some tips and things that you can do and really take advantage of. So, but this Keto Chill is, and I'm glad Brian said this, is that he said it's not a sleep product. And but ironically, that's how it got started. Is we were all in Louisville, Kentucky, and I accidentally took an ampule at night, and I slept. I was sleep ring, and I slept really good. And I go back the next morning. I'm like, Brian, Ryan, have you guys tried this? And they're like, no, we haven't. So unfortunately, there was all caffeine in there. There was no non-caffeine except what I had in my room. So I went and got them some, and they woke up the next day. They're like, I felt more relaxed.
Wait. So you were at an event, which means you were probably pretty tired because those are long days, lack of food, you're drinking a ton of ketones. from based on my personal experience at these events. And you drank a caffeinated ampule, which is the Mexican formulation of ketones, because they had to change the sweeteners in order to sell them when they opened up in Mexico, I think in 2018. So he took that and then he slept. And so then he got ampules for everybody else and was like, try this, you'll sleep amazing. This is not new. I think he's trying to spin it like it's new, but how many of you that were a part of Provit were told at some point, drink some ketones before you go to bed so that you sleep well? This is nothing new, so I don't understand why he's spinning it this way.
I just felt more chilled. So that's when Dr. Lowry went to the table and created Chill. And that's where this started coming from, was Keto Chill. And this is pretty neat. So,
and what kind of a doctor is Dr. Ryan? Because he's Dustin, what kind of a doctor is Dr. Ryan?
Keto Chill, like Brian said, it's just a way to turn down. And I have a high energy, you probably can tell. So I need to turn down, especially when I want to focus. Having high energy when you're trying to stay focused on a simplistic project isn't a positive thing. Having high energy in front of groups of people and presenting on stage is probably pretty awesome. So what I want people to know in America, if you don't know this already, this is actually just one on SmartShip. So you can actually put this on your SmartShip order. But I'm a big fan of people challenging everything. And if you're brand new,
you're a big fan of people challenging everything. Really? Well, except when it comes to Provit. Except when it comes to your leadership. You don't want people questioning that, Dustin, right? You don't want people questioning you about the income disclosure statement, or, why do I have to get on the Zoom, and why do you want me to order all this product? I don't understand. Yeah, you don't want people questioning that. You want people to get in line and just do what you say, right? Right. I find it odd that he said, I like when people challenge things. Okay. All right.
Remember, KetoNat is our foundation to what we do. This is the secret weapon. When Brian talked about the halo effect is around this, meaning that when we add support products like Keto Chill to our regimen of drinking.
If KetoNat was that great, you wouldn't have to have a bunch of support products. Whatever happened to drinking 1 to 2 ketones a day? Now you're layering 5, 6, 7 products a day. You could see it in some of these distributor stories. It's absurd.
1 to 2 KetoNat a day. What happens is that you get this amplified effect. And so Keto Chill is something that we felt was needed once we started seeing people's lives changing, people dropping. Melissa, how much weight have you dropped, by the way?
I thought ketones weren't about weight loss, Dustin. Remember? Because you have coached people to say fat loss, not weight loss. Now, all of a sudden, it's weight loss. That's very interesting.
Right after I had the twins, I lost 20 pounds in.
Yeah, because you had twins. You had babies, plural. Of course, you're going to lose a little bit of weight. Was she nursing after? I don't know. But your body heals, and you can, lose a little bit of weight after you have children. So, it's going to take some time, but let your body heal. This is such a weird example. I hate this so much.
And after my third, I've lost 40.
40. You've lost a small child, right? Mm-hmm. Just think about that. I have a guy that's down 180 pounds. That's like a little bit more. That's a little bit less than I weigh. He was carrying me on his back. But what we found is that when people are making these changes, or I'm working with a high level rower, or they do crew. It's called like rowing. And he wants to perform, but he also wants to rest. So this is something we put in his day. So after a little bit later in the day, we have him chill out and we have him come down from his high intensity energy. And I know as a parent of 4 kids, my days get crazy. I might go do the after school run, and I got 2 schools to go to, 2 sports to get to, and I get back and I'm just smoked. So ketones push me through, but I haven't come down to like a normal peaceful place, if that makes sense. My brain's operating up here still. And so that's why we put in products like this, is to support people in their life that they're going through. I'm actually drinking another support product, our Keto Cream, right now. It's morning time on the West Coast here. It's early for us. So
I think it's so funny how they're calling them supporting products, support products. I think that could technically fall under the pyramid of personal consumption, according to Brian Underwood earlier in this video.
Keto Chill is now available on Smart Chip. If you haven't tried this, this is what I recommend. And I do this with everything. Don't try anything, do things.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of trying stuff. I'm a big fan of, hey, I'm not talking about illegal things. I'm talking about healthy things. Do things. Meaning that if you really want to experiment and see the experience of what this will do this for 30 days.
Of course he wants you to do that for 30 days. You know why? Because a pack of 6 of those Keto Chills is $45. So in order for you to get a full month of drinking one of those a day, you have to order 6 of the 6 packs at $45 each. You heard that right. That comes out to be $225 before shipping and tax for the month. You probably save a little bit of money if you put it on Smart Ship. I think it's like 10% or something like that. Listen, don't just dip your toes in. Jump in the water is what he's saying. Jump in the water, try it for one full month. But see, what he's not saying is that it's a 6-pack for $45. Absurd.
Have one bottle in your bag, and during the day, of any time during the day, do it for 30 days. If you didn't have it that day, I would just have it an hour before you go to bed and just see what happens as your days go along. You're going to find and feel a whole different experience. And if you're somebody that's maybe been plateauing on some weight issues, you're going to see things start to shift and change. I don't want to get into the biochemistry of how certain adaptogens impact.
Oh, please get into biochemistry. Dustin, I dare you to get into biochemistry. Listen, I'm not going to get into biochemistry or anything, but I definitely think you should drink this once a day because it's going to help chill out. See what I did there? Wink, wink. I think it's going to help chill out your nervous system. Meanwhile, you have Brian Underwood who's like, yeah, I drink a caffeinated product and Keto Chill at the same time. It takes the edge off. What? No. Have some tea. Have some chamomile tea. How about that? Try some meditation.
Hormones in your body that can actually trigger weight loss or body fat burn in different areas. But
which hormones? That's going to be my response. Anytime there are MLMers that talk about balancing hormones or any of those things, my response is going to be which hormones? Because they don't know. They have no idea. They're just repeating what their upline said. They're just repeating what they heard on a Zoom like this. They have no idea what they're talking about. Dustin, which hormones? Which hormone? Because you said singular. Which one?
That's part of what this does. It's pretty in depth. And remember, it's a halo effect to this keto nap. So Melissa, if you guys haven't tried this out, you got to give it a try. It's absolutely amazing. I have cases of it in my closet behind me.
Because you front load. Thanks for proving me right, Dustin. I have cases of it. Yeah, cases of 6-packs that were $45.
I also keep it around for my kids if they're having a moment. My wife, I always have it around because this is the easiest shot for somebody to get just to kind of relax themselves, along with, of course, Keto Nap. But Melissa, I do want to talk about one other thing. But before I do
not give MLM products to your children. No.
That I want to give a question in the chat. Where are all my certified coaches at? Where are all the certified coaches in that? In the chat, I want you to put a 1 down in the chat if you're a certified coach.
Guys, put a 1 in the chat.
And do me a huge favor. Well, first off, I got to ask you, have you been back on the site? And then all you passed? I'm assuming you put a 1 down, you passed the test. The test isn't super hard, but it's very, you have to do the course to pass the test.
That's typically how certification tests work. You have to go through the curriculum and then you take the test. But see, the difference between certifications outside of Pruvit and Pruvit certification is, certifications outside of Pruvit actually mean something. You put that on a resume. That could be important depending on what kind of job you're applying for. But Pruvit's K-Talk certification means nothing outside of Pruvit.
how many of you have been back on the site to see the additional information? So remember, we're going to be continuously adding information on there, and we'll be sending out reminders for people to let them know that we did that, but you may have missed the reminder. So always check on there because there's new videos and new things coming. Not yet. I saw that. I thought this might be happening. So,
okay. In my opinion, these guys are shooting from the hip. This was not planned out. I think Brian mentioned 30 days ago they rolled this out, or I think that's how he said that. This feels very much like, oh, we're going to roll this out. And then, ignorance on fire is the term that they use. I saw somebody put that in the comments here earlier. I don't feel like this was very well planned out. If it were, whatever organization they're getting this continuing education credit or whatever would have already been done. The courses would have already been done. They would have everything already on the website ready to go. That's what an actual launch would look like. But none of these things were put into place prior to launching this. Why? Because in my opinion, Pruvit needed the cash flow. They needed the revenue. And you have however many distributors in the company paid $997 for it. Took some online course or online quiz that you can take over and over again until you pass. Yeah, come on.
get back on there and look at what's happening, because we'll constantly adding new value. Remember, when we add to that site, we have to go through a legal process and an evaluation.
Great question. So this basically means that you don't have to know all the answers in order to take action. Just get excited. Just do the thing. You don't need to know the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Just do the thing. So that's basically what that means.
Evaluation. So it's not just throw up a video. That's not the way it works. It's a very, very well thought out process that has to come onto that site. But let me ask you a question. If you're on here right now and you don't know what the certified coaching program is, if you don't know what K-Talk is, put a 2 in the chat. If you don't know anything about it, like what is K-Talk? What is this? What is the certified coaching program about?
We do not care.
Whew, there's only 2, 3. I'm just waiting. I would love for everyone to just say, if you don't know, that's okay. This is for me and our team to get awareness. Okay. Because what happens a lot of times is that people get part of our community and then they don't know. Sometimes you heard it, but you didn't hear it, if that makes sense. You tell your kids something and you told them, but they didn't really hear what you said. Right. And then later on, you're like, I just told you. You're like, no, you didn't. So
you're like, no, you didn't. Does he hear himself? He doesn't even make any sense with these examples. Dustin, have you not had enough ketones today?
So anyway, I just super excited. I just want people to know that there's a certified coaching program that we have available for people that want to gain their
certified through who? That's kind of important.
Wisdom, their knowledge, their confidence in what our product does. And a lot of what Brian said earlier, if you kind of like some of that scientific side of it, and Brian's not a scientist, by the way.
But you referred to him as Dr. Underwood earlier.
That's what's in our course. That's why we have the course, so that you can gain confidence in that. So I just wanted to give that shout out, and big shout out to all you coaches out there. But a couple little things I want to give you in a big action step is this. How many of you know what the reboot is?
Oh my God.
So if you do our reboot on a regular basis, I put a 1 in the chat.
Another 1, guys, put a 1 in the chat. Bipolar plus me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you sending the super chat. Thank you. Thank you for your patronage. Oh, a -1. Yes, Tanya. -1. Oh my God.
If you have no idea what a reboot is, I want you to put a 2 in the chat. And I'm going to give you some challenges here and action steps here. And this isn't for you new people to get overwhelmed by our support products. I just want you to be informed. Remember, this is the secret weapon. This is what you want to lay your foundation on, 1 to 2 servings of these a day. But these programs are in place for us.
Do you see where this is already starting to add up? So he's talking about the reboot. He was talking about Keto Chill. Those are supportive or support products, if you will. And he's like, this is the foundation. So this is the basis of your order. And then you add all this other stuff. I have already done the math on everything that he's going to talk about. And you guys are going to be shook when I tell you how much he is trying to influence people to spend on a monthly basis. We'll get there though.
For a reason. But I wanted to give you an idea of how you could use this or something similar to that to help get you free product and your customer free product. Okay. So before I go into this, let me ask you this question. Out of the free product program, the affiliate program, and the certified coaching program, in the chat, which one are you the most excited about? And I'd like for get as much participation as we can here. So I would like to see at least 100 comments. So I want to see coaching program, the affiliate program, or the free product program. So in the chat, I want to see what everybody says.
Of course, people are going to say the free product.
I should probably reword this. I'm going to word this again as you're going.
Good.
Okay. As you're going along here, I want to say this now. Which one do you feel? Okay, this is great. You're giving me everything I needed. Which one do you feel is more powerful for you to share to others? Which one do you feel more confident in sharing to others? Do you feel more confident in sharing the coaching program, meaning asking people to join you as a certified coach? Or do you feel more comfortable about sharing our free product program with people?
I mean, how are you going to compare those two things? The coaching certification is $997. The free product is them just sharing their customer link with their friends. And if their friends get on a smart ship, they get free product based on what their friends are buying, essentially. So if they have a friend that's buying one box of Keto Nat, we're comparing $130 to $997. I mean, these are apples and oranges that you're comparing. So if you're just trying to push people to get the $997 because Provit needs the revenue, just say that, Dustin.
Awesome. So just from a little wisdom or a little, let's say a coaching or a leadership perspective, you all see what happened there, right? You're more excited. It was pretty confidently more excited about the certified coaching program. And remember, not everybody on here is a certified coach.
That's
so
weird.
You're
I would think that it would be people excited about the free product.
More excited about the coaching program, but you're more excited about sharing the free product.
Okay.
And this is something for you to understand and maybe compartmentalize. Something we're talking about in some of the higher pro champ calls. If you're going to be a pro champ soon, you're going to get in these higher level calls, which is super awesome. But this is a distinction.
Except, spoiler alert, they're not a high level call. Maybe more unhinged, dare I say, in my opinion.
So you can be excited about something, but you may not be confident in selling or promoting or marketing what you're excited about. I would encourage you right now, if you said that you're most excited about being a certified coach, what I would do is let's do maybe a private, and maybe we'll do this with the certified coaching follow-up call that we're going to be doing this month. But let's do some strategies. How do you present that to people? What is a very effective way? I know Nick went through some.
If you're a coach, why do you need to sell why do you need to sell other people the idea of also being a coach? That makes no sense. What is the saying? I'm not going to try and say it because I'll butcher it, but selling a course to a coach from a coach to coach a coach. Why? I don't understand, other than cash grab, in my opinion.
Some great things in the course. If you haven't went through that again, the how to share and market it, I would encourage you to do that. But this is a huge opportunity. Right now, I'm very excited about the coaching program. I have more conversations about the coaching program than anything else I'm talking about, right?
Well, yeah, because you want to sell a $997 product because you're going to earn more commission. In addition to, it unlocks, when you're a rank 6 or above, it unlocks more commission when you do sell this stuff. So of course, Dustin, you're going to, I'm excited about this. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Because that's what I'm most excited about, but I'm also the most confident in talking about. Okay. And that confidence in talking about it is super important. Remember, Brian said, enthusiasm flips the switch. We have all the information. It's my energy or your energy that's going to get people to come on board with that program. But I want to come back to the free product because I saw in there that free product is pretty huge. So what if I could tell you, you could multiply your business by at least 25 to 30% by the end of June? Would you be
coaching coaches to coach coaches? That's what it is. Thank you. Thanks, Chelsea. Oh my God.
Interested in learning how to do that? Melissa, I think they're interested. Okay. So here's what I want you to do this is called engaging your current customers. And of course, your new customers that are coming in, right? You always want to be going after your own personal new customers.
Yeah.
But If you have customers right now, what is the most effective, easiest way to engage them to get them free product? What if you had a mission for the month of June is to see how many people you could get their product for free? Because here's the cool thing about that. Remember, you get paid off of all those commissions of everybody that bought product. So if you have a customer that gets 3 people that buy product, guess who gets paid off of that?
What is this?
You do. And guess what happens if you have a customer that gets 5 people? What should you tell them that they should look into? Becoming a certified coach or a promoter or maybe an affiliate. So now it gives you an opportunity to test out your customers to see where they're at. Maybe they have influence. Maybe they actually maybe they want to do more. Maybe they want more and prove it, but that you just haven't told them enough about it yet. And they need to get more. Maybe they need to be invited to a team call or an opportunity call to learn more. So here's what I want you to do is
Dustin, here's what I want you to do. Shh. Just stop. Jamie, member for 11 months. Imagine if you got your PT certification and then encouraged us to do it so you could get paid, or you make money off of us signing up. Yeah, that's wild. Wouldn't that be wild? Also, personal training is going really well. Shout out to my clients. I appreciate you guys. Last week was their first week. I'm not going to mention who they are because that's up to them. But last week was their first week and it went really well and I'm really proud of them. So if you're one of those individuals, proud of you. Keep going.
And I found this to be the most effective way. You can do this. I can go to Melissa and say, Melissa, do you know that you can get your ketones for free because free ketones taste better, right?
Oh my God.
Awesome. So is that telling or teaching Melissa how to get free product? No, you told her what it was.
That's what you have coached people to say for a long time. Free ketones just taste better. Plot twist, they actually taste the same.
But how about this, Melissa, if I could help you get your product for free, would you be interested in learning how to do that?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
First thing,
yes.
Awesome. I like you talk back. It's so weird when you're just talking to yourself the whole time. This is good. So you all see the difference. I told Melissa what she could do. Well, I told her about the free product program. Why are they not doing it? We all get caught up into that. I do it too. Like I get going so fast that I tell them instead of slow down and say, listen, Melissa, I know you brought up cost, that you were concerned about the cost of the product. What if I could help you get your product for free? Would you be interested in learning how to do that?
I would.
And then she said, yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
This is great. All right. Well, I have a couple ideas. Okay. So my first idea, and this is the one that Melissa, I know you said you wanted to lose 10 pounds in the month of June. Listen, I love this one. This is my favorite go-to one, by the way, for everybody out there. So, and Melissa, I know you look amazing now and you're not trying to lose 10 pounds, but
if some dude came into my inbox and said, hey, you look like you might be interested in losing 10 pounds, or however he is going to word this, absolutely not.
But say yes. Yes, I would love to lose 10 pounds in June.
Yes, I would love to lose 10 pounds in June.
Sweet. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to help draft up a little Facebook post for you, or a social media post if you're on all those other fancy things. And if you're really into it, we could do a TikTok and I'll teach you how to do that too. But honestly, we're just going to start with...
I'm sorry. Dustin, you're going to teach people how to do... Are you even on TikTok? Hold on. I have to look this up. Is he even on TikTok? I'm going to teach you how to do TikTok. Is he on this? Oh, wait. Dustin Schaeffer, SC. Is he on TikTok? Y'all, do y'all know this? Hold on. Now I have to know this. Well, he might have me blocked. The reason I wanted to look this up was because he's going to teach people how to do a TikTok, but I wanted to see what is his following and what does his interaction look like. Hi, Luna. You want to come say hi? Come here. Oh, she ran from me. Are you going to come over here? Come and say hi. Big stretch. Come in. Come here. Come and say hi. Okay. She doesn't want to. She's playing hard to get. I just need to know if he's on TikTok. I'll look later, but I can imagine what his TikTok looks like. Pause for pause. I would, but she won't let me pick her up right now.
Facebook, because that's what I'm comfortable with.
I have no idea.
So,
Patricia.
And I like to do this on a red background. You can get as fancy or as simple. Doing nothing is the worst thing you can do. Doing anything is better than nothing.
What?
I love the red background or a colored background or a nice, cute background that says, hey, I'm going to go drop 10 pounds in June. Does anybody want to do it with me?
A red background?
And I might even send you the whole picture and give it to you and say, post that, and then write, hey, friends, encourage me through the month of June. I'm trying to change my life.
This is somebody giving social media advice that has no idea what he's doing on social media, in my opinion. Dustin, this is really embarrassing.
So what you did is you basically...
Very easy. I can do that. So easy.
You're willing to... You're okay. Listen, we're going to walk through it together. Listen, if you just take that time and you and I, okay, let's get on your phone. And this is what I do though. I don't just say, hey, go do it. Get your phone out. I ask my customers, I'm like, you wanted to get your product for free. You thought it was expensive. This product will change your life forever, by the way. You know, I'll tell you my sister's story. My sister's down 100 pounds, kept it off for seven years now. Like,
the Keto
I'm going to teach
Pro?
you exactly what we did for her. And she's been getting free product this whole time. So I'm going to teach you what I did for her. Okay, so here we go. So get your phone out. Let's get on Facebook. Okay. All right, here's your picture. Here's the words you're going to write.
Oh my God, I found him.
Hey, friends, I'm going to go drop 10 pounds in June. Does anybody want to do it with me?
What I will say is that he should definitely not be giving advice on TikTok. He has a decent following, 57.1K on TikTok, but he gets like 300 to 500 views on his videos. Maybe don't give social media advice, Dustin.
Now, I didn't say 150 pounds. I didn't say 75 pounds. I just said something simple and realistic that people can grab a hold of, right? And so what happens is now when Melissa does that, people start posting and commenting. And I say, hey, Melissa, listen, no matter what anybody comments back, don't say anything to them until you and I talk next.
Oh
if you get 100
God.
comments and 100 likes, I want you just to let it go. And then I'm going to call you back in a couple
But most people are not going to get 100 comments and 100 likes.
hours. Guess what I'm doing? I'm on their social media page watching what's going on, right? I'm checking it out. See
Like
when I should
creeper.
call back. I want them to stack up a little bit. Why? Because it creates a little anxiousness in that person of like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? They're starting to get excited, right? Hey, listen, I don't care if it's 55 hearts, right? Because this is what I'm going to have Melissa do is you're going to comment on each one. Like, oh my goodness, I'm super happy that, or let's just say they say good luck. Comment on them and say, thank you so much. If they say me, yes, say awesome. I'm going to private message you or I'm going to call you, right? Because if they're your friend that you call all the time, we'll call them. You know what I mean? Like, let's get on a call and talk to them. And then if they heart or like or love your post, we're going to send them a private message. And we're going to say, thank you so much for liking my post. I'm super excited to drop this 10 pounds in June because it's time for me to change my life. It's time for me to get healthy. It's time for me to get back into my skinny jeans, whatever that is for you. So what you did is now you have all these messages in your inbox. And then everybody that comment, you send them a message and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then people that are actually interested in getting on the product, what you're going to tell them is saying, listen, this is what I did. So this is what I would tell Melissa, not at the front end. After everybody responded, I would walk her through each one separately. So that's one action step. Now, does that seem hard? I know for new people might go, oh my goodness, if you're a leader or you're somebody that's been in Pruvit for a while, that should be a super simple thing to do. Could you imagine if you went to 10 customers right now? I want you to think about this. If you did 10 customers right now, and I bet you could get 8 of them to do that post. Out of the 8, how many people would be commenting or liking? How much, like if you want to just do some work for a while, like you could do 45, 50 minutes of work and you would have conversations for the next week or two to do. This is through just customers. But this thing's awesome about that. It's also showing you who maybe should be upgrading to an affiliate or who should be upgrading to a promoter, because now you get to work with them. You're like, wow, you're really good at this, Melissa. Have you ever thought about maybe doing a little bit more like I'm doing? I spend a little bit more time on it than just a post from here and there. You can make some serious extra money. Are you interested in that? Yes, I am. Okay, awesome.
Dustin, please define serious extra money. And make sure that you're using the income disclosure statement as a reference, because that's important.
Let's get over here and have another conversation. Okay. So that's number one. Number two,
Oh my
I love the
God.
reboot. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But one of my
I'm going to talk about it now, Dustin. So, that is a 60-hour fasting kit. It has ketones, both caffeinated and uncaffeinated, electrolytes, Signal AM and PM, which are the capsules that you see some of them take. I know Courtney used to take them all the time. It used to have the bone broth. It used to have tea. Oh, God. Terrible. It's a 60-hour fasting kit, even though they're not going to call it that. Because how dare you call something what it actually is? They call it a reboot, a keto reboot, a metabolic reset. Oh, God.
favorite things to do, and this is
60
something
hours
a little
without
bit more
food.
advanced, but let's say that you have customers and you, if you've been in Pruvit for more than a week or two, you can do what I'm going to say. Okay. Is put together your own team little challenge. Maybe it's a master fat loss class. I know Kate and the team they're doing their.
I'm sorry. What? A master fat loss class? Nobody in Provit should be doing a master fat loss class. You know who should be? Registered dietitians, in my opinion.
Own master fat loss class. Maybe it's a 10-day
Oh.
challenge. One of my favorite things to do is 10 days. Hey, for the last 10 days of June, we have a team of people, a group of people that are going to be doing a special challenge, and it's just an accountability challenge, and it's to stay as healthy as possible so that we can really kick off the summer well.
As healthy as possible by doing a 60-hour fast? I don't know, Dustin. I don't feel like going 60 hours without food is very healthy.
So now what you do is you go to all your customers, and guess what? You don't need the details of how to do the challenge. That's easy. We'll teach you that later. You don't need that. You just need to know that you can set it up. So what I want you to do is you go to your customers and say,
you don't need to know that. Just send the message. Just send the message to people. And when they say, oh, well, what is it? Don't worry about it. You don't need to know. Are you in or not? Dustin.
and hey, I know we talked about the free product program, or hey, Melissa, are you interested in getting your product for free? She goes, yes, I am. I could really use some free product. Awesome. So this is what I want to do. We're going to do a 10-day challenge at the end of the June. And I think it'd be perfect for you, Melissa.
Oh,
Melissa, we're going to give you some tips on eating. We're going to give you some tips on moving your body better. We're going to be teaching people how to use ketones as that. We're going to even work on some mindset stuff. It's super cool. We're going to have a little messenger group or a little.
See, what I'm hearing him say are all the ways that high control groups control their members' behavior, their eating patterns, their sleeping patterns, exercising, all of that. High control groups use those techniques to control their members. So that's wild. Also, none of these people, in my opinion, should be giving any tips on moving their people's bodies to the best of their ability. That should only be done by certified professionals. Considering he has a TikTok where he's talking about, what is it? Stripper squats. Okay, Dustin. Don't take advice from these people. Work with professionals, registered dietitians, certified personal trainers.
Email series, whatever you want to do to communicate. You could do a little Facebook group for 10 days and just delete it. So Melissa, what we're going to do is, what I want to do is I want to show you how to do this and then also invite others to do that so you can get your product for free. Because if you get 3 people, your product's for free. When you have an event to invite them to, it gives you something to talk about. It gives them something other than to talk about yourself. So Melissa, this is what I want you to do. Do you have 4 or 5 people in mind that you think would do a 10-day challenge with us? They probably could drop anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds. At minimum, their energy.
So what he's calling a stripper squat is basically a heel elevated squat. So you could do that by, if you put the plates, the weight plates, you put 2 on the ground and then you have your heels on there and then you do squats. It's a heel elevated squat, but he's calling it a stripper squat. So that's fun.
Levels are going to be good. They're going to get really good coaching, and we're going to get them on some product, at least a 10-day trial.
At least,
but
yeah.
I would get the interested pack. I just said that wrong. The Curious Pack, sorry.
The Curious Pack. Okay, are you talking about the Better Pack? Huh. It's like $400.
So at least get them the Curious Pack and they can use one pack for 10 days, right?
Curious Pack.
Or we can go to the Excited Pack and they could use 2
Okay, so those are the names of his trials.
packs or one and we'll have for some after. So having something to invite them to, and Melissa, here, this is what I want you to do. So you have your 5 people. Just text them. You're going to text those 5 people. I want you to say this. Hey, I'm doing a little health challenge. It's 10 days long. Would you like to join me?
You're not giving them any of the information. They're going to have to buy ketones in order for them to join this challenge. That is deceptive. That is a bait and switch.
That's it. You send that to 10 people. Oh, my sister. Yes. What's the details? Awesome. Now, listen, if you're a leader, if you're helping your team set this up, you could shoot a short little video to send to them. It explains the challenge, right? Hey, we're doing the end of challenge. This is what.
Or you could just provide the information up front instead of having to do this bait and switch type thing.
I want you to order. This is what we're going to recommend. And this is what you're going to get in the challenge. It's super valuable, super amazing, and you're going to absolutely love it. So then they could send them a video when Melissa's sister goes, well, what is it? Melissa says, it's at the end of June. You know that product I've been drinking? Well, it's helping me feel better. I love in this product. I think you would love this challenge. And it's a way for you to try it all and not spend a lot of money. Okay, awesome. So then now what happens is when Melissa's sister hits her back and says, okay, how do I get started?
It's a way for you to try it all without spending a lot of money.
I'm going to make sure my customer has their link. Don't assume your customer knows where their link is. I'm going to give them their link. I'm going to give them the page that they should send to their people. I'm going to send them the learn page and say, hey, I want you to go here and buy this, or I want you to go here and minimum buy this one. But if you really want to take it serious, buy this one. So now what happens is I'm hand feeding my customers. Is this?
If you really want to take it serious, this is the one to get, which is probably the higher priced package.
Work? Yes. Is this a little bit more work than posting a link on a Facebook page somewhere? Yes.
Hey, Shelby.
Is it more successful than posting a link on a Facebook page? 1,000,000%.
Really? And what is your source on that? Is that just your opinion, Dustin? I'm just kind of curious where you're pulling your information from.
1 million right there. Right there. 1,000,000%. And so what's going to happen though, let's say Melissa texts 5 people or 10 people and 9 come back and go, I want to know more. I want to know more. Do you think Melissa and I should be talking about her being an affiliate or about being a promoter? Do you think Melissa should meet maybe one of my team leaders? What if I put her on a call with Brian Underwood and say, hey, Brian, I got this girl named Melissa. She's got influence. She's all fired up. She's liking our product. And man, we put up a Facebook book going crazy and she wants to make some extra cash. So
you're not going to do that. Are you serious, Dustin? Do you really put people on a 3-way call with Brian Underwood? I highly doubt that happens. When was the last time you were in a 3-way chat with anybody, Dustin? Do you even do any of that, or do you just coach your team to do that? Come on.
Leads us to the opportunity to move these people in different places. Okay. So 2 things. 1.
Okay.
Keto Chill. If you haven't got it, try it. 30 days.
Try it for 30 days. That's $225 because you have to buy 6 packs of the 6-pack for $45.
Worth. Listen, we're all doing the reboot together.
That's $92. The Keto Reboot kit, I believe, is $92. Hold on, let me look at my list because I have it prepared ahead of time. Oh, $97. Excuse me. A 60-hour fasting kit is $97.
Together, the reason why I brought this up is because in that 10-day challenge, you can use this as the upsell. At the end of the 10 days, or you do the reboot and then do the 10 days after, get ready for 4th of July, right? So the reboot might be an add-on for people. So if you did a little coaching group for 10 days and then you added on the reboot, all the people that didn't do the reboot are going to miss out and do it next month, right? Hey, for all you people that grabbed the reboot kit, we're going to keep specially doing this. If you haven't, just follow along and kind of watch what we're going to do. But for everybody that did the reboot with you, they're going to have fear of loss. They're going to be like, I want to do the reboot. Why did I get to do the reboot? So something to get in. But if you don't have a kit in hand, I always keep a couple kits, especially if you have local people. Get 3 or 4 of these and have them in your pantry.
Yeah, front loading. Another call, if you will, for people to front load. Get 3 or 4 of these $97 keto reboots. because keep them in your pantry. People may want them locally if they can't get them because they only have them available from the 1st to the 5th of the month. It's the only time you can buy it because everybody does the reboot together. Again, with high control group tactics. Everybody is fasting for 60 hours at the same time. Just think about that for a second. But make sure you get 3 or 4, spend $400 before shipping and tax so that you can make sure that you have them in the event that somebody wants them.
Because when you do a reboot or a challenge, people want to do it later and they didn't grab their kit and you only have a small window to have it. So then now they can just buy it directly from you. Okay. So I would always recommend that. So the second thing is engage your customers. Ask them, hey, Melissa, if I could show you how to get free product, would you want to learn? Yes. All right. I want you to post this. Who are 2 and then it's not just about social media, guys. So Melissa, I'd also say, hey, who are 2 or 3 people that you think would like to lose 10 pounds in June? My sister, my cousin, and my aunt. Awesome. Text them. Hey, I'm going to go drop 10 pounds in June. Do you want to do it with me? Hey, I don't know if you got a chance to see my Facebook page, but I'm going to go drop 10 pounds in June. Do you want to do it with me? Why did I do that? I want them to go back to the page and actually comment
what happens after June? So more than likely, from the sounds of it, he's going to coach people to do a keto reboot in the month of June, which is a 60-hour fast. So you are drastically cutting your calories. And then what's going to happen after you start eating after the 60-hour fast? Your body is going to normalize. You're going to gain the weight back. It's really not going to make that much sense. So how are you going to get people to lose 10 pounds in June? It's just a pitch to sell more products. Listen. I'm going to say this again. Please only work with professionals. If you are trying to lose weight and let's say that you're on medications or you have some medical things happening, work with your doctor, work with your medical team. Do not, I repeat, do not go to these types of people to lose 10 pounds. I feel like these lose 10 pounds challenges are setting people up for failure because what happens after June? Are they going to try and lose another 10 pounds? It's not a sustainable thing. It's a marketing pitch, a campaign, if you will, to try and sell people on products to get them fast results that are not going to stick around.
It's going to create more energy on the page. So I tell them that, hey, did you see my page? I'm doing this 10-day challenge. I think you'd like to do it with me. Hey, I'm going to drop 10 pounds in June. I think you'd like to do it with me. So y'all, this is a huge opportunity. The more you take this serious and engaging these customers, engaging new people to be part of this community and be part of your community, the faster everything will grow. So Melissa, with that said, I'm going to be quiet now. I'm off. Certified coaches, stay tuned. We're going to be doing a special Zoom for all you certified coaches, exclusively just for you with some education coming very, very shortly. So stay tuned. And Melissa, I'll kick it back to you.
Okay. Before we get into that, or whatever Melissa's going to say, because I don't remember. Let's talk about the amount of products and the cost of those products that he was mentioning, that they were mentioning. So typically you are coached in Provit to buy 2 boxes of Keto Nat to last you the entire month. If you're drinking 1 packet a day, sometimes 2, because a box of Keto Nat has 20 packets. They're $130 before shipping and tax USD. And you're taught to buy 2. You're coached, if you will, influenced, if you will, to buy 2. So that's $260 before shipping and tax. Then you have the Keto Chill. Dustin, was mentioning to drink 1 a day. And then if you don't drink it during the day, drink it before you go to bed. Well, a 6-pack of those is $45. So you would have to get 6 of the 6 packs, which makes it, 5. You'd have to get 5 of them, excuse me. So, did I do my math right? Hang on. Yeah. I had to double check that real quick. So that's $225 for the month for just that product. So you have Keto Chill, Keto Nat, the Keto Reboot is $97 for one 60-hour period of fasting, going without food. And then they also tell you you have to have Mitoplex, which is their upgraded electrolytes. You can get electrolytes from anywhere, food, all kinds of things. Anyways, $52 for 30 packets. So when you do that math, and you add everything up, that comes out to be $634 a month. $634. Now, could there be a small discount for putting some of those things on SmartShip and say, I think you save like 10% until you've been on SmartShip for like 3 months? Sure. But if you're saving 10% on those things, that's $63 before shipping and tax that you're saving. So you're still paying $571 before shipping and tax based on how he is coaching people. This is not how it was when I was in Pruvit. Yes, you did the reboot once a month, but you bought a box or two. Well, I guess it was that same way. I take that back because it was keto cream, it was Mitoplex, it was a keto reboot, and 2 boxes of NAT. So yeah, it was the same. Now they just have supportive products or support products, if you will. $571 if it's on an auto ship thing and they save 10%. Oh God, me too. Me too. I would love to know that. $571, you guys, or $634 full retail price is what he's coaching people to do. Don't just try it, do it. That's what he's saying. That's what he said. Don't just try it. I'm not a fan of people saying, try it, but then he's telling people to try it for a month. So spend $571. No, let me do the retail price, $634 a month. Dustin, are you for real? Yeah, $6,000 plus a year. Simple. Everyone will say yes to $634 in this economy. Sign me up. It's the social media advice. It's the downplaying of spending $634 for me. Like, that's crazy.
Thank you, Dustin. That was so helpful. Everyone, can you please just give Dustin some love in the chat? That was so good. And I want to remind you, don't give up good for perfect, right? Like, you don't have to know the exact script or do and say the exact things Dustin was saying.
Probably because people were saying, hey, can you say that again? So that they could write it down in the notes. I guarantee you that's what was happening. And she's like, listen, don't give up good for perfect. Just say it in your way. Well, how are they supposed to say it in their way if they didn't get what Dustin said?
Make it your own version of that. But the powerful thing is that you're actually having the conversations. If I could show you how to get free product, would you be interested in doing that, right? You're helping your customers move through that process. And I wouldn't get so boggled down in the, well, wait, I missed what he said. Make it your own, speak in your own words, and just do it, because the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Don't wait for the perfect script to start doing this. Have the conversations now imperfectly, because that's how you really will get better at it. Okay. And then with the reboot, y'all, if you're not doing the reboot yourself, the best way to get more people excited about doing the reboot is you getting your own transformation. You like this whole process, right? When you are dedicated to your own journey and your own results, that is what's going to influence people. When they can see, oh, Teresa, I've been following her for the last 6 months and I see what that product is doing for her. How can I need to do it too, right? No. They need to see you getting the results, see you being a product of the product.
And there it is. You got to be a product of the product, which means you have to front load, which means you have to spend a lot of money and talk about the products that you are taking and make it seem like it's not a lot of money so that people ask questions, which leads me back to what Dustin was saying, and hey, can you put this post up? And people are going to respond, and don't say anything. Just wait until, I'll call you or message you in however long, and we'll go through each of those messages.
That is what's going to influence people to want to say, yes, I want to join your challenge. Yes, I want to try that too. So I would really encourage y'all to, make sure that you are showing up in your daily life, following the system that we want our customers to follow. Are we drinking ketones daily? Are we drinking electrolytes? Are we doing a reboot monthly? Are we doing the intermittent fasting? Are we moving our bodies, right? And let's hold our—
You forgot Keto Chill, Melissa. That was like the main part of today's video. You forgot Keto Chill because, $634 a month is what you're asking people to spend. That is really what I should have titled this video.
Ourselves to those commitments in the month of June as well. So, all right, with that being said, that is a wrap on our monthly kickoff call. I hope you all are excited. I hope when you get off this call that you yourself this month,
What?
in the month of June? Do you have a results-based goal? What rank, MVP multiplier, what income, what do you want to do? Maybe how many specific affiliates or coaches or customers do you want to bring on in the month of June? And then have that, set the goal, and then forget it. And then set yourself an activity goal. What are the activities and the actions that you are committed to doing every single day? Do you have a minimum and do you have a maximum? At minimum, I'm going to do these 5 things. At maximum, I'm going to do these 7 to.
That sounds like a lot of effort when you could just do a simple to-do list. Hey, what are the things I need to get done today? This, and this. Cool. I'm going to check those off as I do them. Next. Why do they make this so complicated? This is the minimum and this is the maximum. I have to at least message 5 people, maximum 20 people a day. Calm down.
10 things, right? And keep yourself accountable to what those are. Set your goals, set your vision, and then crush the month. It's going to be an incredible month.
Crush
and I
it.
can't wait to hear all of the success stories that come out of June. So with that being said, have a great.
We'll see if June is going to be their highest month ever. Because I don't think it's going to be, but we'll see. Also, Danny, what's up? Member for 16 months. Thank you for being a member. The crazy thing that people don't understand is hiring a professional to help with your health goals is cheaper than buying all these products. You know what? Thank you for that. 100% yes. I thought Luna was going to fall out of her little cat hammock over here. Anyways, that was that. I'm done hearing them. I'm sure you are too. We made it. We made it through the whole thing. And that was a wild ride. But yeah, what did y'all think? Oh, man. Jen is live. Oh, let's go raid Jen. Y'all want to do that? Hang on. Let me go. Let me pull up YouTube just a second. Let's raid Jen. Does she have that turned on? Oh, the rise and fall of the queen bee. Okay, hang on. I got to remember how I do this. She has redirect on. Okay. All right. Also, quick update. I am going to be doing another live stream on Wednesday just to keep you guys in the know. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a very good one. Let's see. Customization, I believe. Redirect. Yeah, she does have it. Okay, so if you guys are watching the replay or you are here live, I have it redirected to Jen. So it should automatically go over there. What do you think we should drop? Oh, we should drop, let's drop some little bee emojis. I think that would be cute because of what she's covering. I think that'd be so cool. If you have not already liked and subscribed to my channel, if you would, that would be amazing. It helps me get the information out. And yeah, go support Jen. And if you're on the replay crew and you want to drop some bees, you know, in the comments, that would be cool too. And yeah, let's go drop some bees. Get it? Erin Bees. Plus she's covering bees. That's cute, right? Anyways, thanks for being here, and don't join an MLM. And I will see you guys over on Jen's channel. But first I have to get to the right thing because I was not prepared. Okay.